Riggs is right behind him, driving for Ray Evernham, looking for his first win. Then you've got a couple of chasers in Kevin Harvick and Jimmy Johnson.
Well, and this, it seems like we're getting down to this time of the race all the time on these last minute or late restarts. This is where Tony Stewart needs to just have as good a restart as he's been having all night. He's got to get a good start to get away from that 48 car and hope that Jimmy Johnson gets hung up behind Harvick and Riggs.
Inside of 10 to go, it's a single file restart. No lap cars in the way. 4 to go as they take the green. Stewart leads at Texas.
Wow, and Harvick left the door open on the right side, so Jimmy Johnson's going to get one of those spots in a hurry.
Johnson in the 48 around Harvick in the 29, chasing race leader Tony Stewart.
That's not what Stewart wanted to see. Trust me, he's looking in the mirror for that 48 car. He wants to know where he's at.
Riggs runs second, but here comes Johnson on those 4 fresh tires.
Yeah, if he gets by Riggs here this lap without too much trouble, Tony's going to be a sitting duck.
But he's having a little trouble. Yep. He might get positioned down the back straightaway.
Bobble a little bit there with Riggs.
And that holds up Johnson. Couldn't find the avenue to get by. Kevin Harvick's going to go low. Riggs can't block them both. Johnson gets the position.
Oh, he's getting them loose. He's getting them loose. And
Riggs is run hard into the wall. Caution is out.
Oh, Kenseth goes around.
Kenseth, another championship chaser. Jeff Gordon is through the grass. Scott Riggs running second. Now a hard hit sits in the middle of the tri-oval here at Texas.
But the race isn't over. Under NASCAR rules, we will have a green, white checker to have 2 more laps.
And that's not good news for Tony Stewart, but it's good news for Jimmy Johnson.
There's Riggs.
And it looked like on that deal, Harvick got right up on the 10 car. It just took that air off that spoiler.
Go back and take a look at what happened under caution here at Texas.
The 10 bobbled just a little bit. The 29 was coming. I don't think the 29 ever hit him, but he got close enough to him where he took the air off the spoiler, and that's all it took. Oh, Truex just gets tapped, but hangs on to it.
And Junior just misses it. There you see Kenseth at the round, gets tapped again. Gordon through the grass. Number of cars using pit road as an avenue to avoid the trouble on the front stretch. There's Harvick right behind Riggs.
That was an extremely hard blow. There's a rear spring bouncing across the racetrack.
It'll take a while to clean this up.
Kenseth is just probably going, not again.
Boy.
He's hard to have to start in the back.
Back to mud pie right now.
Yeah.
Kenseth has worked his way up to the 9th position.
Yeah. Oh, he's been there and back and there and back. I mean, it's just been a long day for those guys.
Listen. You can see the safer barrier there. The softer wall, as they call it in NASCAR. An energy-absorbing barrier. Still a hard hit for Riggs. Boy, Carl Edwards went around. On board, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
As soon as you see the smoke, you know. Trouble. Oh, there wasn't even smoke on that one.
Ooh. Wow.
You're clear, buddy.
Tell you what, coming back on the racetrack, he bottomed out big time.
Denny Hamlin's on board.
Wow, good job, Denny.
Did he get a piece of it or not?
I don't think he did. He's going to have to come in and change those tires because he flat spotted them, but
you know, Earnhardt was in one wreck, but he has missed at least 3 tonight. Moments ago, before this, the night ended for Casey Kahne. Marty Snyder is with him.
And that too was a bit of a surprise. Any indication at all that you were having an engine problem?
No, I mean, just happened, you know, just a bad deal, but we were fast. Kenny did a good job, guys did a good job, and there was only, I think, really one battle all night for the lead, and that was me and Tony. I had a blast. He was, I thought we were flying, and he was still better than I was, so it was a good time. We had a great race, and the good thing is we have 2 races left. We can still have a shot at winning, and we can look forward to next year. We're going to have a lot of good race cars next year, too.
You had finally gotten into position. Did you think you could maybe pass him?
Right not. I mean, he was too good. I think if we could have had a caution with 20 to go and got 4 tires and worked on it a little bit, I think we had a shot, you know, at least battle him again, see what we had. But he was too good on 2 tires. I don't think we could have even hung with him.
Bill, a lot of late drama. Enough for you?
Yeah, loving it. Loving it. And you know what it's doing, Marty? It's tightening up the chase for the Nextel Cup. 2 races to go after tonight. Phoenix, Arizona next Sunday, then the season finale in Homestead, Florida in 2 weeks. And here are the points as they run right now. Matt Kenseth has closed to within 6 of Jimmy Johnson. Kenseth came in as the championship leader, but started 36th and gave up the lead basically when the green flag came out. Football Night in America coming up next here on NBC, setting the stage for Sunday Night Football, the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. Peyton Manning against Tom Brady. If the race reaches its scheduled conclusion, under the caution, NASCAR will make one attempt at a 2-lap green flag, white flag, checkered flag finish. So after they clean the track, they will line these cars up, put out the green flag, and race for 2 laps. If the caution comes out after the green, the race will be over. There are 8 scoring loops around the track. NASCAR will use the scoring loops and videotape replays to determine the final finishing order. Update on Dale Earnhardt Jr. from Marty Snyder.
Well, Bill, as we watched him go through that wreck in the in-car camera, he got a little bit of left front damage from hitting his teammate Martin Truex Jr. right behind the wheel. That you see right there where that's flared out. They were worried the left front might be flat. They've looked at it several times. You see Jr. weaving it back and forth to make sure that the left front is not flat. They've determined it's not flat enough to bring him on the pit road. They would lose a lot of track position that way. So they're going to leave him out, hoping that the left front will stay up. Alan?
Matt Kenseth will likely be coming down pit road here to take 4 tires. He was showing in 8th position on the racetrack, but NASCAR is readjusting some of those running positions based on where they were scored at the time the caution came out. Robbie Reiser just made the call for Matt to stay out on the racetrack. Given the number of cars that are on the lead lap, 15, that's the debate. How far back do we fall? How much of it can we get back with fresher tires? They've decided to stay out instead of pit and run out these last 2 laps. So they could steal a top 10 out of this thing, yeah, despite where they've been running all day. We'll see.
One thing about going back to Junior's car, I think that's going to affect the handle of that car quite a bit, because that's a big aero deal right there.
And I don't believe it came Truex's car. I think that came when he hit the racetrack, but he came
bottomed
back.
out.
He bottomed out.
Right.
That's where that came from. Because we heard on his onboard camera some heavy contact with the racetrack.
Denny Hamlin, another driver in the chase for the Nextel Cup Championship, has been on and off of pit road. Hamlin currently 4th in the running order.
Well, I'm telling you, he had to change tires because he locked him up on that wreck.
Hamlin's 4th in the championship, 14th in the running order. Lights are out on the pace car. That means the pace car will head for pit road. We'll put the green flag in the air. One attempt at 2 laps to decide today's race here at the Texas Motor Speedway.
This is going to be a good shootout right here.
2 of the last 4 races here have been decided by less than half a second. 12th race here at the Texas Motor Speedway for the NASCAR Nextel Cup Series. In the first 11 different winners.
You got to remember, too, on this deal that really Stewart doesn't have anything to lose. He's not points racing here. Jimmy Johnson has to be a little bit more careful than Tony Stewart has to be.